What up? We're playing Silvergun again. We are doing the stage 4 route this time. There's like 3 ways to play this game. Maybe 4 if you count the Ikaruga route as its own thing. You could play this going through picking your like middle set of stages as stage 2 route. Set your middle set of stages as like a stage 4 route. Or you can play like story mode, which you have to do everything and like 20, 30 more minutes of bosses. So what we're tackling right now is we're tackling stage 4 route. This one's supposed to be the spookier one. It's longer by like several minutes, especially if you go for extra milks or go for like 100%, which we're not. What I found is if you just chain the last sequence in the whole stage 4 route, you pretty much just skyrocket XP. It's completely nuts for weapon XP. Before we hop in, let me just check, make sure that's working. Holy cow, it works. Nope, it doubled. As expected. But we're doing the stage 4 route right now. When I ended last stream, I wasn't entirely sure how I felt about this game. Because when you're learning this game, you first dive in, you're like, nope, this shit is impossible. And then you learn a bit and you're like, oh, this is actually the greatest game ever made. And then you do runs and you're like, nope, this shit is impossible. This is terrifying. And now that I've played more, I'm like, no, this is like the greatest game ever made. They just go back and forth, back and forth. I really do think that because because your weapon levels aren't super super strict to beat the game, uh it's super fine. You can do so many mess ups and still have a good run. You don't like get completely annihilated because you messed up one scoring section or whatever. It's not like a lot of roguelikes where if you just get a bad build by the end, then you just can't win. Uh, or it's just extremely hard. This one, nah, you got so much leeway, especially if you do the big scoring stuff right. Like, I think if we mess up all of stage 4 route, it's still perfectly good. As long as you nail, like, the very, very last chain is completely absurd in terms of, like, how much it gives you. It, like, it skyrocketed me from, like, 22 Vulcan to, like, 30 Vulcan in, like, one chain. It's kind of nuts. And then you had a ton of spread, too. Yeah, we're good going. This time we're not gonna fuck up any of the dip switches. I'm pretty sure this is good. I got a chance to try this game on cab. I found out there's more slowdown on some parts if you play on cab or on the Saturn version, but it's not like enough to where it matters. It's not like missing slowdown in like a cave game like Galuda 2 or something, where the slowdown has to be like perfect. Luckily not like it. Let me make sure a connection doesn't blow up like last time and then we'll jump right in. Alright, cool, looks good. I'm like half and half on if I think I got the stage 4 stuff down right. I haven't messed too much, but I got the main gist of everything. The thing is if we can remember how to do if we can remember how to do the first stages, that's the actual problem. You gotta just remember here, if you have trouble with this, you're just 5 of 7 and you're good. I gave up trying to do anything complicated here, we just shoot them. We even like miss that. It doesn't matter though, she'll even look like missing a chain, it's fine. You get so much XP throughout the game that we don't have to worry about it too much. As long as we don't break one of the like key big chains. If we don't break every single one of those, then you have enough EXP and you're fine. Still not entirely sure how to hit the 100% on this, but I think this works. So we're in the middle. As soon as it locked on, we go. We just absorb and then we go. And we don't move around or anything. I think that it's 100%. We'll find out though. You kill... Whoa. I completely forgot. You get higher weapon based on if you get your destruction rate at 100. See, we got 100. Look at our weapons now. They all jumped up a bit. Like, ideally you have one at 4, but like, even though we did 2 mess-ups there, it doesn't matter. Which is something nice. You don't have to like sweat the scoring entirely. You can make a whole bunch of mistakes. You can die and break your chain somewhere. You can accidentally do that. That one I will reset on. Yeah. And then I build... I'm shocked how fast I built sword there. Alright, here's the actual one. We'll stop resetting past here. So in this game, you're trying to chain all reds. You're just trying to kill all reds in a row. It's not like a Garuga. You don't go back and forth between colors or do both of the same color. Oh, I forgot again. That's fine. You know what? Fuck it. This is the last one for real. Now I'm remembering. Okay. I got the whole stage 4 and second and end of the game done. I forgot how to do the very beginning. Alright, here's the real shit. If you hit a red, a blue, and a yellow, then you get a secret chain, and the secret chain builds up crazy fast. I'll pay more attention to swords. See, if you try to use your sword, and you've already built it up, you see the bars full. Then you use your hyper. I'll pay more attention to that. But as 4 route, 4 is not as bad as I thought. Like, going through it. Yo, what up, Mikey? Welcome. This game, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but I think I love this game. Now that it's like settled in and we've done a bunch of runs before. Right, let's actually get these. These aren't actually required, but they're make the next one slightly more lenient. And we have to sort a few now. We only need to take 1 or 2. But stage 4 route gives you way more weapon power if you don't mess it up. But stuff's like generally harder. So I'm interested when doing runs now how that's gonna be. If it'll be like worth it because you hit the end game with like absurd weapon power. Or if it'll be like not worth the difficulty, we'll find out. At some point I think it'd be fun to tackle the story mode stuff that's like an hour plus long, and has its own set of like bosses at certain points too. I think that'd be fun to tackle. Something interesting about that is you build weapon power way slower. Like you'll end the game with way less than if you just did one of the routes if you're doing story mode. I don't know if that makes it really hard. I think you get a lot of extents. What up, Gigabyte? This is the easy way to do this one. I was first learning this, the replays popping was doing really weird stuff on this part. I think the easiest thing here is you just use your sword right away, you hyper through this wall and you kill the ones you want to kill. I found if you're on the bottom, you only have to dodge 1 wave, like that way, because the rest hit the wall, and by this point they stop shooting. Just get a bunch of secret. But this whole game, we're just hitting reds. You're just chaining reds. You can't go back and forth between them. The only time we're not doing that is if we want to get a secret chain and start that, which is a red, blue, and then a yellow. I'm supposed to be shooting you first. We have to do some dodging in a second. No, we killed that one. Ideally, we kill this right one first. But that's mostly because the very right one's a problem. It's fine if we chain these. There's also like secret, like, there's a lot of enemies in this game that are weak to this weapon here. So you'll find a lot of the time they milk hitting enemies with these. In the big scoring runs, they do that without even like killing enemies. They'll hit like blue or yellow enemies with this or with homing, just for tick points, and not kill it so the chain doesn't break. This is still like the hardest stage in the game. This one right here. I don't think it's as bad, but... a lot of things that could mess up. We have sword. We want to get every one of those turrets. And we're just going to make this easy because these are so active. It's easy to just dump it on these turrets. Did we go for the dog or not go? We tried. Okay, we got it. Oh, it's pointless to go for that. It's just 1k. It gives you like jack all. There's a few dogs like that. I've seen a lot of dogs looking at some runs that I've never seen before just because there's no real point to go for them. They're like that. This one's kind of hard. We got lucky. That one didn't break a blue. That one might break a blue. No, it didn't. Oh, this is so much better on... I remember hearing like the Steam port had more lag than normal. Or something like that. More lag than preferred, and I'm really sensitive on input delay. But like going from like a Saturn emulator to this is kind of nuts. Like it feels really good. I had a chance to play Saidaojo on an Exacab, and that ruined SDOJ for me. I can't play on not an Exacab now. Are you gonna go? We might have messed this. Now we're fine. But I played the Exa version, so like 360 port. 360 port of SDOJ. Super, super laggy. Like really, really laggy. Like it's really bad. Even on like actual hardware. I got like the 360 copy and it's still bad. And then in emulator it's still pretty bad, even when you like, if you play in RetroArch and do cheatsy things. Where do we want to be? We want to be here. We want one blue. But the Exa one is like, doesn't have that problem at all. Found you go top to bottom, it makes this easier. I could accidentally sword a red one there, which makes that dangerous. We missed the yellows. I probably should have moved up there. We're gonna build sword and then just use the sword right here. I'm not sure the Switch version. I assume I just assume it's laggy like the 360 port. I haven't actually tried it. Just because I think a lot of the Switch games are just laggy in general, just because of the hardware. I think I missed a chance to do this. But we're not in a rush on this boss. It's mostly the... Yeah, we'll go up here now. But I played Exa, and that thing's, like, glorious. Like, you can actually move around in that. But now I can't play actual SDOJ. We didn't kill the turret in time, but I couldn't be bothered to get around him. Since we've done everything right, we got a ton of weapon power for everything. At 90%. He'll get a chunk. And we're just about... This is the last one, and then we get to the new stuff, the stage 4 route. I just gotta see if I can remember the start of every stage. Once I remember the start, then we're in business. This could be extra hard because I failed to kill those top turrets. It's fine. I can't use my sword to go through those because I have it completely full. That's a bit higher than I want, but because you could bait these down and that hitbox takes so long, we're fine. There's some other ones that I didn't get to try, like a Kai Katana on Exa, but that one would be cool with like not worry about any lag. We're gonna try for the hard shit, just for fun. We need one blue. Hey, we got it. I'm really inconsistent at hitting that chain. I found with this thing, we just get dismantle it one part at a time. We're not gonna worry about killing everything fast. Because we just don't want the black hole turrets combined with, you don't want the black hole ones combined with the walls. We do want the ones that shoot pink bullets out. Those are perfectly fine to keep. So these two up ahead that are coming in the middle sides, we keep those up. Just get rid of you, you guys are a problem. Hopefully we kill it before, yeah, nice. Now we could just kill this wall with the full sword and not have to worry about it. And we'll just get rid of that top one since we're not going to need it soon. Now this wall is the last one on this side. And now since we didn't kill the middle, these are pretty easy to deal with. The middle has like 2 phases, that's why we don't shoot it early. These are a real hassle if they actually do things on you. These ones, they just suck you in there for a really, really long time, so if stuff's happening, you just get destroyed. But yeah, that's about... Like, we could be a little higher in weapon power, but that's like a really good amount of weapon power that we want. I forgot the boss is still going on. There's another part here, like if we hold this for long enough, we get weapon bonus on us. You just eke out a little bit extra. Since homing is hard to build, it's nice being able to use this wherever you can. Our homing's gonna be down the whole time. We want Vulcan high. That's gonna be our highest. Spread's gonna be second highest. Homing's gonna sit like in the like 10s doing nothing. But it's useful for our BC shot, which is where it like tracks on everything, the lock on. And we do 4. Alright. I'm not 100% sure on how you're supposed to time this. It's like you shoot one, move up behind the blue. I missed one, but we're not gonna worry about it. There's a lot more collision threat on this route. But I found it's not a problem outside of the very last one. And if we did find it a problem in the last one, we could always use sword there. Like this stuff's fine, that's the hardest dodge you have to do in here. You do have to sneak by these, but your hitbox is like shockingly small. Like really, really small. But like while this stuff looks terrifying, you actually have... I've never run into any of these walls before. Not kill that blue one on accident. If we don't have sword, you can just blow apart the first phase of this, and then it'll start spraying at you. We want to start middle here, moving to the left side. You see the wall up ahead? It's blocking us from killing the blue shots. As soon as we can't Vulcan one, we immediately dump. This isn't the optimal, but this is the easy. You just do it this way. Ah, shit. Ah, that's fine. We got most of the chain on there, so you can see our like Vulcan and spread are already crazy. This boss is really easy or really hard, depending on your weapon power. Like if you have high Vulcan, the shit just dies. You want to stay in the middle, you don't want those side Zakos to be doing stuff. It just makes it easy to get around that middle shot. There's like 3 phases. This one's the problem one if we can't kill it in time. It's really, really easy to dodge, and you just dump like a spread if anything looks like it go around you. But if we leave it for too long, we get these things, so we triggered them. These things are the black hole bombs that we would have saw in the other boss. Like you can see it gets kind of silly here. We're just gonna sword it. That one's kind of spooky. You can't stay at the bottom. If the bombs go off, you don't kill them up high, then they blast you. You get stuck there, it's way too hard to dodge. Where do we need to be here? Okay, this is, I think triplets start coming out, yeah. We're not gonna worry about chaining those too hard. This section, we're just gonna take easy. We don't want to shoot too much, so these don't like recoil. When you shoot one of the sides of them, then they move around, and just to stop any inconsistent movement. We're not gonna shoot more than is necessary, which is why we're not shooting here and now we shoot. So these both move up at a consistent rate. We're gonna get rid of these turrets ahead of time. These stop shooting whenever this starts moving. I made it a little spicy there for no reason. Oh, we're gonna sneak in here. It's less scary than it looks. Your Vulcan just pushes through it fine. There's a spooky bit on this one. We're gonna dodge once, we're gonna get in. We don't want to kill any of these blue turrets because they're blue. They'll break our chain. If we go here, all of these enemies here only shoot when you're like right below them. So you just move in a clean line and you're good, and you just make sure when you're moving up, you're like in between 2 of them. You don't get initially shot. We missed one, but that doesn't matter. And then we have sword now to make this easy. And that gets most of them. What's the second boss? I don't remember. Oh, it's this fucking shit. I was really worried about this route, because this boss is freaking psycho. It's a bunch of phases back to back. And there's one in particular, well, really two, that are really terrifying. This is the one I didn't think was bad, and now I do think it's bad, so we're just gonna sword it. Get rid of the actual problem enemy. Those flying enemies, you see how everything kind of tracks your position and then does stuff? This one's, you got a nice safe spot, makes it way easier. But when you're... The next phase, we get a bunch of those flying planes, and I thought that shit was gonna be impossible. Like, I just could not figure out how to do it, and I figured out how to do it, and it's really not bad. Like, show you how... There's like a spot you just always move to, and you just move clockwise, and you get through it all. Thank God this works, because this safe spot makes this so much easier. The bouncing balls in the other route are what make that route really hard. They have a lot of weapon power, it's kind of crazy. Alright, here's the problem one. It's this one right here, so here's the secret to this one. We find an opening where one lane is both of them are open, and then you cross. And whenever... Whoa! So for the most part, they don't shoot, and whenever they do start shooting, that's when you flip lanes. So like, here's opening vertically, then it stopped being open, you like keep rotating like fast through. I don't know how to like... how to describe it exactly. But once I kind of got a feel for how you bait these dudes, like I could sit here all day and do this, and it's really just rotating clockwise. Because I was really worried about this. I do get clipped by the lasers sometimes just because the like orange ones. Just because they kind of bounce while doing that. And we're not going for destruction bonus because we don't need it. So we're just gonna kill its ass. That one there, you have to kill so many waves of tanks and they repeat stuff from before. Alright, let me remember you don't get much of a destruction bonus. Oh, that's fine. I think this is the one we're here. This is the only time we're gonna chain blues. There are a whole lot of blue ones. We need super. So we're gonna wait. You see where the blue rockets are? That's where we go. Because that's pointing out where these blue ships are. The rockets themselves, they don't actually like count for the chain. So you could blow up the red ones there. So we're just gonna chain blues to the best we can. We're slightly offset so we can still hit those ones. Ah, I hit a yellow, that blows. Luckily, that's not the like critical chain. So we'll just have to build it back up. This looks terrifying, but it's all static. Like right here, we're completely fine. The actual spooky part's like up here. Not that it's that hard, but it's like easy to accidentally get clipped by these. And you have to kill that blue one right away. And then to hit this, we're gonna be right here and tapping to the right, so we only kill the blues, and the big ship will die before we collide with the red ones. I'm gonna remember right after these guys. I always forget about this. You need to be up top. These can't hit you on the way in, but if you're in the middle, you can collide with them. So we missed out on a bit of stuff, but we're actually at a point where we actually have enough weapon power now to beat the game. And we're not even at the power leveling segment, where we get a bunch of weapon power. Oh, we died there. Luckily, dying on bosses doesn't really matter unless you're gonna have no lives remaining. Because there's nothing else to chain for this guy. So for this one, we get weapon secret bonus on this, and we hit everything. We do want to build sword, though. And there's notable gaps in between each time these shoot. I'm missing all the power. There it is. These pillars on the sides can't actually hit you. We're just trying to get all these down. Every time there's a gap, we push back up. Now we're going to sword to get rid of these as best we can. Now there's just a few left. We have to be careful because this thing will start moving left and right now. So we're gonna hug the pillars a lot more while cycling between these two. And now because we killed every single piece, we're now good to chill out here. And this is a safe spot till the next phase. If you didn't kill all of the parts below, they start shooting up at you. Luckily it's good. We only died once, and it's didn't break any chain. This is the easiest one up ahead, and then we got the big power leveling segment next. Plus, here's our destruction bonus. It's mostly building up the homing. I don't know how you actually chain this. We're literally just scoring in order to get a high enough weapon value. But for a segment like this, it's really dangerous and there's like something really brain dead to get by it. We just hold this and we're good. The boss up ahead's really easy. So we get ready for... Once we get past this guy, then we got the huge leveling section where we could build up like 10 Vulcan levels and a bunch of spread levels. It's pretty absurd. We just go the opposite side he's on. There's a safe spot that makes this boss really easy. All we have to do is take out the nose of this. So that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna focus on hitting it here. As soon as like stuff starts happening, we'll like get through there easily like that. Now the nose is dead, so for phase 2 we now have a safe spot. Now we just want to do as much damage as we can. I'm impatient, so we're getting greedy to get down here. We're gonna start blasting the boss itself. We don't want to be on the side, so we don't die to that. But now we got it down a ways. It's gonna flip over, and because it's flipping over, yo, what up, dude? We are just about to beat... we got this one and one more to beat the stage 4 route. So far, we're just one miss. So this is a safe spot. It looks like this shouldn't work. Because look at these. These look like they could easily hit us. But like, look, it just dodges it. And we have enough damage that we get through there just fine. So here's the... Alright, how does this one start again? Okay, I remember. This is the one we really don't want to fuck up the chain on. Like, out of everything. And it's the hardest one. Hardest one out of the ones we're gonna do. So the start's not bad. You have to wait for them to release their pods so they're easier to kill. Here's scary bit 1. We're gonna go for the chain, which makes this hard. And then we're gonna get greedy, risk hitting a yellow on accident. But that worked out good. And here's a good spot. Now we just have one hard thing to execute because we built full hyper sword. This could be a little less complicated. This one, we don't want to get through here just yet. We want these turrets dead. Alright, here it is. I'm just gonna focus and make sure I do it right. Okay, I think we're good. So we built up our chain a lot. We're getting this mid-boss right here. Let's not accidentally get clipped by one of these, I'd be sad. We're gonna use our sword to make it easier. So we've built up a huge red chain at this point. And now we get to... This is a really fun one to do. We just build as much as we can. We're missing that first one, which sucks. Alright, here we go. Look at our Vulcan. Look at that bar. We even fucked up. It could be even more. We didn't get as much as we could have, but it's still pretty good. If we kill those two on the sides right away, we're good here. And look at that. We got like a huge amount. It could have been like 3 extra levels if we didn't mess up a few things. This boss, I didn't actually look into how to chain this, because look at our weapon power. It's more than we are on a good run on the other route to beat the game. So we're just gonna kill this boss. I think ideally you chain this boss, because he's got multiple red parts. But, I just didn't bother learning it. Since that last one, I'm like, that's giving more than enough. We're pretty much set. And if you do this, you hit everything at once, it goes by fast. All 4 of these legs you can shoot, and in the middle, there's parts that are a color. We're gonna get down here just for... we killed it too fast to build up any hyper block. It'll wall you, it's constantly moving around. What you do to not is you just wait for these legs to go up. And you have enough room anytime that's happening to sneak by, even if it's sandwiching you. And this goes by really fast if we do that. We might even just try... we'll just kill it. That should probably be like no destruction rate. So like the best run I had, we went in with like 31 Vulcan and like 26 spread on the last stage. This is still already more than enough to win the game. And if we do the chain at the start, right, you can even skyrocket Vulcan more, but I'm not good at this at all. We're doing like a really basic version of this chain. I forgot. Alright, we're gonna do baby chain. I messed up the start. You could do this, hit ones on top and bottom. We'll try to chain this part as much as we can. This part's really hard to dodge on, but you can, like, there's a bunch of enemies. And our Vulcan's so high that, like, we delete it pretty fast. So I'm gonna not shoot. We're gonna go on the left side, and we're gonna go on the right side. And you see the chain keeps going. You could do this for a while. And because it's consistent on the sides, it makes it really nice. And if we're ever in trouble, like there, we get sword. So I got scared of like that one tidal laser, so we just sword there and we're good. Our homing's enough that we could just sit here. Now we just have to not die. There's like nothing else to chain that we care about. And because our Vulcan's good, we want to let these shoot at least once. So we get this power-up nugget. You get all these, and then it times itself to where, like, when we want to use it at some point, like right here. That's just a good spot for it. Really, the best spot is just whenever you're in danger. We're going to pay extra careful attention not to die to these. They track on your first position. And now these ones here, we want to stay... We want to stay towards the bottom. We don't want to rush through these. Reason being is we don't want dodge from bottom and top. We just want dodge the ones from top. And they'll all die down here if we're down here. This is the hardest part because these guys curve in. They curve on the sides, so ideally we're in the middle or up. That sucks. What you gotta do is be more comfortable playing up here because you have all this room. Now let's not get sandwiched. That's why you kind of want a sword there. It's just things could go wrong there. Because our weapon power is so good, we're not even going to see this boss rotate or even get like above it. It just dies. Like it should die any moment now. Usually you go like up and above it. You have to use this shot down there for a while. It'll start rotating and doing a bunch of things. But because we did 4 route, our power is so high it just dies. Now if we're doing story mode, there's like an enormous boss rush. But because we're not, so like arcade 1, you're just stuck right here. There's so many ways. I saw you can use the back shot here. You could use your BC, like homing shot. You could use sword. All of them do like a ton at this very beginning bit. I just do the sword because it seems consistent. I think sword uses power from everything. If you do like your homing lock on, I think it's using homing and spread. Our Vulcan's really high, our everything's really high. Like you can see it just deletes it really fast. As soon as we have to start dodging anything, we just slow tap. And it died so fast. If you saw our other runs, it like lasted a bit longer, but like our power is so high. We even might be able to skip like a segment here. We're waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, then we go down for 3. Then we go up for 3. We're using homing here. I've seen a lot of strats where you double sword here, but I find it kind of finicky. I'd rather just do this. Whoop, I messed up. Hopefully we kill it in time. They look at our spread, it just insta-deletes it. It's completely nuts. I actually don't know if Vulcan or this is better here. I think this is better. We want sword there. We can either... We're probably going to just use it to make the next attack easier because the next one's hard. I will just use it when we're in trouble. I'm holding BC and then I'll just tap A whenever you sense any threat. Nope, now we have it for this one. So now not only is our Vulcan so strong that you just delete the ending fight, but when it starts speeding up and getting really hard, we have bomb for the last bit, so it's really easy now. Both the crystals and the laser are really, really thin. Really thin. Your hitbox is already tiny, and these hitboxes are tiny. You can play in the middle the whole time because the middle is where you actually get your damage. I'm just gonna use sword before we kill it. We're doing so much damage we didn't even get to where it speeds up. So I don't know if stage 2 route or if stage 4 route is easier. Because it's I think if you have trouble beating the end game, you do stage 4 route and you just delete the entire second half of the game. Or the entire end game. Alright, now we have, I don't know if we have 2 or 3 lives. I don't know if that's 2 life in stock or we can just get tagged twice. This part's not bad at all. They still don't let you practice it, but I got a good feeling for it now. We almost hit 30 Vulcan. You can't use any weapons past this point, which is why we blew the sword earlier. It's just a strict timeout. If you've played any Toho game ever, you've seen everything in here. I feel get transported to a Toho extra fight. This came way before, obviously. And they ramped it up a lot in Ikaruga. Here it's not bad at all. You go diagonally because these have more time to spread out. You can sneak through like this. So you have a lot more options going that way. You have so much time if we need to back up or whatever, it's completely fine. This is if you're in the middle, this is hard because you gotta do taps. If you're on the sides like this, as soon as you enter the lane, you can kind of hold. This is the actual hard ones. Voila, there's some Silvergun. Well, I really like this game. I wasn't sure if I would or not. Because when learning this game, I was like, this game, when you first try to learn this, thanks for GG. Go left corner and go up? Gotcha. That one is probably more consistent. My way, you still tap for the last ones. I'd have to mess with that. I'm still not entirely sure, or I was saying earlier, when I first jumped in to learn this game, when you sit down for any new shmup, you gotta learn how it works, so the first bit's kind of rough. But it was especially so in this one. The first stages, you have to actually change. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. We died once on the route for the centipede boss. We accidentally ran into it. And then, where else did we die? I think we just ran into a bullet on the stage 5 boss. Thanks for GG. I ended up deciding, I think I love this game. I was like, you boot this game up and the starting areas are hard to change. So I was like, man, this shit's gonna be intense. It's gonna be, I don't know if I could do it. And then you learn it and you know how it works and it's really good. And then you do runs and it's all terrifying again because if you mess up, you're not getting as much weapon power as before. And that's really terrifying. And then you learn it more and you realize that you don't need optimal. Especially stage 4, we even messed up a bit. And we still had absurdly high weapon values. Oh yeah, this one, I know that feeling when you do a really hard game early on and you just, yeah, look how many more points we got. It's like a fucked up gauntlet. I had that. One of my earliest clear attempts was trying to learn Escaluda 2, the real scoring route for that game. And I like gave up on that pretty hard. Actually, you know another game I gave up on? I've been learning the Dodonpachi 2 all for a while. But like I don't know how I feel about it. I've come to learn that that 2 all is entirely fucking fucking coin flips and dice rolls. They eat all of your bombs, and you need all of your bombs for like the entire second half of Loop 2. It was driving me a little loony, and like some stuff you have to be so good at adapting in Dodonpachi. You can't just memo good enough because you have to be ready for snaps and RNG. And just that general enemy placement puts enemies like fucking everywhere. So it's easy to like not hit one. You have to adapt to like some weird situation. I was losing my mind, so I just like instead of sunk cost anymore on that one, I'm just like fuck it. I'm learning Diojo. I'm having a more fun time learning Diojo's 2 all that one. And I thought about learning Omote and Katsui because you don't have a resource check at the end. I've been really tired of doing resource checks. Dude, like, even if... Yeah, just 1-5-1-6, like, there's just parts where if you don't execute, like, certain sections perfectly, then, you're just gonna have to spend it. I can't imagine I was watching, like, the Jamers run where he's like, "Oh, I got bad RNG. I gotta make scary dodges now." It's like 2-3 or whatever. Gotta make terrifying dodges on like that. Like, I worry about that, but you still can bomb a lot of it. There's a bunch of clears where people die with some bombs and like or just spend bombs in places that I don't think I would need to. But it's still like something about it hurts my soul and it's so long, so I'm like I'll probably do Dojo in the future. I'll probably like stream that once I get to a point where I can actually do runs. Like even if not intending to clear, but just have enough where I know the route. Just because otherwise, like, it just sits in the back. I've had, like, DDP sitting in the back, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just hop on for a bit. Get frustrated at, like, uh, 2-4, you, like, miss one helicopter. It comes back later on, like, the second half or shit like that, driving me nutty. But since we cleared that hella fast, because, you get so much weapon power, here's something we're gonna do now. If you're in Mup Junkie Discord, yeah, you got White Label clear, yo, good shit. White Label's like low key killer. Your hitbox is like not to be underestimated. And like some of the changes they do, like the hyper changes, like just not building shit very fast is like a real problem. I find in Black Label, I'm dumping hypers like off the screen, not picking them up because I don't want to pick them up. I like building them too fast. Not like the cannon had like a different, like it's got bigger bullets or problem. But here is the plan. If you're on Shmup Junkie Discord, what they do is they vote for like they make like a voting list for best games, your top 5 games in a particular year, and then they go through them and see what games won. We are going to see, let's see which one this picks up. We are going to see what our top 5 should be. So I got the list here. We're gonna come up with what we think the top 5 games of 1991 are for us. So there's a fucking 117 of them. There's a lot I don't know. There's also a lot I do know because it's pretty packed. We're gonna see. We got to make a top 5 list. Then we dump what our top 5 should be. So I don't know a majority of these. We're gonna go through. We're gonna see what's up. Acrobat mission. This one's got a banger SNES track. The first track in the SNES one is awesome. Game itself, there's like weird bumping mechanic. I don't know too much Acrobat mission. Aerostar I haven't. This one I haven't. Aldines is one I've got to go through. I went through all the shmup junkie videos and just put all the S tier games and been like, I gotta go through all these. Aldines is one of the ones on there. Alpha Mission 2, I think this is the Neo Geo one that's like an hour and like 15 minutes long or something. Annihilator haven't. UN Squadron, I have beef with this game. So this game is one of the Capcom ones people care about. The thing is though, is I have extreme nostalgia for Carrier Air Wing. Oh, I flipped everything around. I have super nostalgia for Carrier Air Wing, which is just, oh, we're on the wrong one. And that game is UN Squadron 2. Whoops. Okay, it's tracking that one. Or it's not. We'll figure it out eventually. This is the SNES one. So this is one of the like notable upgrade ones. You do stages, you go in, you upgrade your ship. There's like consumable rockets you could get. You could increase like the health you have for a stage. The thing is I really, really, really like Carrier Air Wing like a lot. Like a lot, a lot. Like I love that game. And then I go back to UN Squadron, the arcade version, and it just doesn't feel like it. Yeah, Magical Chase is on here. That one I've only tried once or twice. But so like I think there's something off about UN Squadron that I don't like that I like in Carrier Air Wing, so I have like heavy bias against it. This one's really good. It's got like some like mechanics where you're like going in between stages and like it's more a console game. It's pretty good. These I haven't. I think I think this one's the one that's really bad. One's the best soundtrack one. I could be wrong. I haven't seen these ones. Codes. It'll mostly be PC Engine or arcade ones, the ones I know. Koryun, I think this is the easier shoot 'em up one. I think. That one I thought about putting on and then dumping dip switch up really high. Or just difficulty up high. Gallop, this is probably my number one. This game is awesome. This is like Irem R-Type. It's a horizontal. Uh it's got the Kingdom Grand Prix mechanic where the faster you are on the in front of the screen, the faster you move, which is really weird because they give you a giant fat ass ship, but it somehow works anyway. And you have the proto R-Type layout, like you build up a gauge, you use it, and it has like a homing shot that deletes everything. This one's like one of Irem's best. And the racing's cool because it gives you like a check mark to hit. Korean's easy, but it's good time. Yeah, that one might be fun to mess around with or like bump higher up difficulties. Console game, when you bump up difficulty, you either get really silly. Like Ley Lancer is like one you can first try, but if you bump it up, you have to like lab it really hard, like a R-Type game or something. Crisis Force is the Konami one. That's this is supposed to be like one of the best SNES ones, like in terms of performance. They got like a bunch of crazy stuff going on, like floor opening up and parallax. I haven't played it though. I don't know what the gameplay's actually like. None of these I know. Darius Twin is like it's like typical shmup, but they threw Darius stuff on top of it. It's all right. Dead Moon is supposed to be the most like when I think of PC Engine shmup, not like a great one, like not like a Gate of Thunder or like a Soldier Blade, but not like a dog shit PC Engine shmup. You think of like I put Dead Moon there, but for some reason I really like Dead Moon. It's kind of like Metal Black in theming, really good. It's actually not really good. It's just really whatever, but for some reason I like it. Like if I was gonna just dump in any PC Engine game, like you just dump the whole PC Engine list, and you're like, just play game. Dead Moon's like one for some reason that I would like put up there to do. Katana's a fucking menace of a game. That's Konami doing cute 'em up games that are trying to murder you. Fucking nuts. Dezemon, I think this is the shmup creator. Don't know these. Download 2. This is the one that got. This is the game where you're like you're on a bike, Akira style, cyberpunk, and you're like going into cyberworld and shooting shit. This one gets rid of like the weapon system. It turns it into normal PC Engine shmup. It's good though. EDF I don't know about. I think it's solid. Final Crisis. I feel like I've seen this. Wonder if like Basement Brothers, one of their videos was on that one. Final Soldier. I've only played Soldier Blade. I don't know about the other Soldier games. Fyra. Wait, is this Frey? Is this the blue hair girl? Like I heard this game's low key fucked up. Frenetic haven't. Go down a bit. Alright, what's one? I need to do the Game Gear Lestas at some point. They have a collection on them where you can play all of them. Um, on like modern ports, and you play the like M2 sequel. Ghost Pilots is really awful. This is like the first shmup on Neo Geo. It's just long and whatever. It's got good art on it, I think, though, on the cover arts and stuff. Haven't played the Game Boy any of the Konami Game Boy stuff. Is Gulfstorm the Korean one? Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I I haven't messed too much with Night Strikers. That one seems cool though. I was watching Neo Antoine, not feeling it because they didn't have the Zuntata jams. He wasn't feeling that. But I think the game itself outside of that is supposed to be banger. I'm probably gonna try that soon. One of these golf games is like one of the random. So for anybody just here on the Shmup Junkie Discord, they do the monthly rate every game that came out in a year. This is 1991, and we're gonna rate our top 5. I didn't think I'd have 5 that I could rate a top 5 on here. Actually, that's a decent amount. One of these is the Korean whatever game. One of them I think is like a helicopter. Oh, really? Oh man, that I think I heard something like that. Somebody involved with like Treasure was working on it. And I really got to try it. I labbed out Ikaruga. I routed it. It's I was shocked cuz every time I played Ikaruga before, I've played it casually before I was into shmups and you just get owned by stage 2. But and then when I tried to play it for score, that game's nightmarish for score. But I learned that the survival route for Ikaruga is actually mad fun until stage 4. The stage 4 disco party with all the orbs is fucking psycho. But I think it's just that section that's insane. The rest of Ikaruga, I'm like, whoa, this shit is so good. You start a Lesta series. Did you see like the Shmup Junkie like beginner video? They like dump I like that video a lot, even though I'm past that point, just because for a long time, shmup suggestions, if you wanted to get into them, they're like, play Esperade, or Dodonpachi, or Escaluda. I've seen Esperade recommended a lot for beginners, and I'm like, I think that's one of the harder ones. I think it's just because a lot of people play Toho. Ah, that's sweet. I need to go try most of them. So I've done Super Aleste. I've dicked around in Musha. GG Alesta though, I haven't done any. Played Power Strike 2 is low key pretty good. Except the bosses are enormous because it's Sega Master System. They cover the entire screen and move down at you. It's terrifying. They shoot like within pixels of you. But that game's actually really good. Uh And what's the PC Engine Alesta called? Or Spriggan, the not Alesta game. I like that one a lot. Going down here, Gainug is really tight. This is the Choaniki people doing like that style, but without the Choanikis. Hacha is supposed to be fucked. It's like cute 'em up, but your hitbox is like square. Giant ass NMK square. Fucking horrifying. That one's got a. I think this game has a mechanic where you just go on the far right of the screen and you get points. So you're just trying to hug the right of the screen. It's a horizontal game. That'd be the far end. I think compile is perfect for that because a lot of the big problem with shmups is you have to lab them, and if you're not the person who likes to lab stuff or knows how to lab stuff, like nobody's gonna like. You don't like pick up a random game on Steam and then like go like, all right, let me look up playthroughs and try to copy them exactly. But like compile, you could just turn on. Like when I just want to play a game, I'll just turn on like random compile game I haven't played. Like fuck it, we're playing Blazing Lasers now or like Spriggan or something. Haven't seen this one. Haven't seen. Let's see where we. This the one Hyperzone? Is that the one with the helicopter? And you can pick like player one, player two, like a helicopter and a not helicopter. So you're playing like a jackal or a helicopter. I could be thinking of the wrong game. Eldis. I can't. This might have been one of the random pieces. Sounds familiar. What else do we got on here? That's a potential. This game. This is like the RMB team. I feel like. So Iron was making like a god game and then just random ass game. So they'll make something like crazy, and then their next game's fucking Air Assault, or like this game's actually not as like much. Air Assault's actually pretty good if you're like new to bullet hell. Like it's not too hard. Silkworm I haven't done. I've seen people do scoring runs on that. I think it was on like a Callus Cup or something. Or unless I'm like tripping, I haven't gone through there. But this game's fucking hilarious because this game you have to mash to get a higher power. Like mash mash. It's like you're playing the hammer hit the bell game, but for the whole game. So if you play it with auto fire, it's brain dead easy. If you don't play it with auto fire, it's not the worst, but like one either the international or the not international version is like really hard, and the other one is really easy. I think one is checkpoints, one doesn't. What other options? Magical Chase is really good. I've only played it like once though. I'm not sure. I can't put that one on there. I just haven't played it enough. Metal Black. We made a video on this. This game's sick. This game's ahead of the time. No checkpoints, no power loss, tons of lives. God presentation. God awful RNG on the red enemies. The red enemies can go fuck themselves. Zezex is freaking other god presentation game. Like Metal Black and Zezex are like above and beyond everything else on the list, like presentation wise. Zezex is one I want to do. It's actually not as hard as it seems. It's basically Irem ship with Gradius level design. And it's pretty good. Over Horizon, I haven't. Override, I haven't. Seen that one, I haven't played it. Power Gate. I think this is the one that has like it's a. I think if this is the one I'm thinking of, the like random playing one or a scrolling one. I think this game's bad, but the soundtrack's like unbelievably good for what the game. Right, guys, learning the 2-all for this, and then I got distracted. I think before Shmup Slam, I was just learning Ryga 2-all for no reason because the 2-all is really easy. This game is better than you would think, but it's also nothing else. One of the tracks is really good on like the tower stage. Ray Zamber's interesting. This is supposed to be like the hardcore PC Engine games. It's like the hardcore R-Type style. Presentation's really good. Rezon is like the R-Type copy. It's just literally R-Type copy, but really hard. Yeah, Xanax. Uh, I haven't played that one, but that one looks mad good. That one's like on the list for like compile ones I gotta do. If I got no clue. What is this? I thought it was a Toho one for a second. I'm like, we traveled back in time. What else? Spriggan. I don't know what to think about this because I really like this game, but this game's like stage 1 and 2 are fucking awesome. Stage 3, then like shits the bed on music, shits the bed on design. And then the other ones are like good. I like Spriggan a lot. It's got a fun weapon system, but as soon as you find the weapon combo you like, you pick up like different colored orbs and the combination of three. Yeah, that's the thing I'm most noticing Xanac though. Like the OST in that one is so good. Yeah, Spriggan I really like. I think I like Spriggan more than most people. What else do we know? I think I've seen a video on Star Trader. I haven't played these. Nobody talks about this one, Strike Gunner. I haven't seen too much on that. Super R-Type is low key, like really good. Like it's got a shit reputation, but I think even with the shit reputation, it's good. Is this a Star Soldier game? I'm like, haven't seen that. Oh, Thundercross 2 is on here. I'll rate this my number one. Swiv is the sequel to it. I'll have to peep that. You see how many, look at how many ports it's got. That makes sense if it's that style. But dude, Thundercross 2, this is one of the first ones I ever played. This game is fucking awesome. It's got soundtrack for every one of the bosses. The presentation isn't like high fidelity, but it's just high quality, bright and everything. Like, and the music is banger the entire way through. It's more balanced than one. Like, you don't just pick Boomerang and shred the whole game. Thundercross 1, you pick up Flamethrower, and it's meant to be like you hold Flamethrower down and it lasts for as long as you're holding it. So it goes out really fast. But it's active for like an enormous amount of time if you just tap it. So you basically have an infinite ammo flamethrower that you just spend the whole game on. Just like tap, 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 tap. And refilling it's really easy. And you have to do that for the whole game for a score. Thundercross 2, they like do tiny tweaks to everything, and then God's soundtrack. Thing I don't like about this game is that all the good runs is the main mechanic of that game is your options. You have an option button, it moves up and down. You can spread them or put them more condensed. It turns out though, every time you hit the option button, it gets squeezed inwards. And if you rapid fire, if you have a turbo button on it, then they go down and then it lets go and then you go down and then it lets go and then you go down. And if you do that, they stack together as one. And now you've like if you've played Brood War, you have a stack of Mutalisk options that all shoot in one stream and you insta delete like everything. That's my only thing I don't like. You can't hear all the boss music because you insta delete everything. I would play this without using that. I would use auto fire, but I wouldn't use auto fire on your option button. Thunder Dragon, this is supposed to be hard, I think. This is like NMK weird one. You're like you're in a helicopter. It's got a weird perspective. It's not like Thunder Dragon 2, I don't think, which is more highly regarded. Troubleshooter. This one I need to play. This one's good. I think this is a good beginner one too. Supposed to be. This is like if you hated Psycho, this is a video game. If you like Psycho, then this is the most jank Psycho game you've ever played. You move at different speeds going left to right. You play as like a car, and you're not like destroying other cars. You're just a car in a Psycho Strikers game, basically. The bombs are fucked. The left-right movement is different. The rank is completely messed up, and it's still good. It's like jank good. I say good as in like it's not like You'd rather play any other Psycho game, but for what it is, it's not like shit game. It's like shit game that's interesting. What else we got? Veritex, I haven't played. Vimana, I have beef with this game because even with Autofire annihilates this game. This game is the Tola game they made because everybody got killed by all their other games in Truxton. So what they decided to do is they did this to be like easier Tatsujin. The problem is auto fire breaks that game pretty hard. If you do 30 hertz, you annihilate it. You could do like 15 hertz or something, but it's hard to not do 30 if you're already doing auto fire. It looks really good. It sounds really good, but the problem is your shot when you use auto fire is so loud you can't hear the music. So I feel like somebody somewhere found out a way to like lower the shot sound, and I can't remember where or if I'm just hallucinating it. But if you could turn the shot down, I would love this game. But since you can't hear the music, all you hear is the shot sound. But the graphics and sound are really, really good. Stage design's actually really good for uh Tatsujin game. It's just kind of not interesting as the Tatsujin ones because it's on easier end, plus the auto fire kind of breaks it, plus the sound's weird. But I actually like Vimana. So that's all of them. Let's list down which ones we actually care about. We'll make our top 5. There's some text I could steal. This was from a minute ago. Thank God we're not trying to no-miss Galuda 2. I was losing my mind. I was completely losing my mind trying to get through Galuda 2 with no deaths. Because I kept dying to Shinsasari and the final boss. Top. Let's extend. Okay, what ones do we care about? Let me. Our top 5 contenders. How do you spell contender? Alright, I'm gonna scan down in the ones that are interesting. I should put you in Squadron, but that's a I don't particularly like that game super much. Alright, Gallup's on there. This fucking we're gonna throw Dead Moon on there. We're fucking Dead Moon for some reason. I haven't played Download 2. Final Soldier probably deserves to be on there, but nah. Nuke would put on there. Nuke is sick. I haven't tried to learn the clear though. I don't know if the clear on that is a problem. What other? Not that. All right, we throw Metal Black Zezix. Those ones are on there for sure. Even if those are the cop out ones, uh, they're there for a reason. Raiga would be funny to chuck on there because it's low key thing. Spriggan, we'll just toss Spriggan on there. Fucking nope, Thundercross 2 is on here. I have not I haven't messed with Desimon at all. I saw the Saturn Shmup Junkie video. They show I think it's a Saturn one. He shows like the either Saturn or something else. They like archived all the Desimon shmups. There's like a whole enormous amount of them and they're good. Okay, I think it'd be funny to throw Raiga on there, but Raiga can't exist in a list with Metal Black and Zezix on it. Okay, for sure. Gallup's on there. For sure. Metal Black Zezeks are on there. For sure. Thundercross is on there. What else do we? I think we. So I've labbed the first four stages of Zezex, and it's if you have like the route I was copying made it really easy. So I don't know if the later stages are really hard or if it's just in the second loop. Because I've seen the second loop. I would I haven't played download 2. I would have thrown download 1 on there, but I haven't done 2. So I can't chuck it on there unfortunately. Download 2 looks fun though. I really like the PC Engine horizontal ones. So I have to rep Thundercross 2 because I fucking love Thundercross 2. Like, I love that game so much. Gallop is ungodly good. Metal Black is gonna win by popularity, probably. Maybe. I hear, like, going into Metal Black, I thought it would be like, look good, play bad, but I think it's just good. But Zezex, I think the 2-all is what's really hard, because the 2-all has some fuck things, like Stage 3 start, I think in the 2-all is pretty messed up. I think a lot of stuff in the 2-all is messed up. The Taito stuff, sweet. I haven't really played that much, and then I looked, like, to me, it's just like, oh, there's Taito game, and then I really just listed down the Taito games, and I'm like, oh, they're good. I'm like, oh shit, they made like, where's like their resume in like you got to look at how many bangers they hit back to back to back to back to back. Freaking crazy. So it's like we got a lot of Who Gives a Fuck, and then they're like, we made Gun Frontier, made Metal Black, we made Gaiden, we made Ray Force, we made Tyradam, we made Ray Storm, we made G Darius, we made Raycraft. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, this shit right here is nuts. I mess with Grid Seeker, it kind of looks good. Here's what we've decided. We have to rep this, even if I don't think it's the number one. It's the number one in my heart. What do we put number 2? I think I have a bigger connection to Metal Black. I'm a dump. I really like Zizix. Chuck Gallop in there. And then fuck it, we rock Dead Moon, dude. I think this is the move. This is less dumb of a list than I thought. I thought it'd be more interesting if we get rid of Metal Black and Zezx and put one of the more other games on here. But like both of those I really like. I'm like, I'd be dishonest if I didn't chuck those on. But damn it, we got outside of Thundercross 2 and Dead Moon, we got a standard top 5. Alright, let's slot it in. I think he learned all Zun learned all of his music by osmosis from Zuntata. There's not a huge amount of Taito influence in Toho, which is interesting. There's like way more like S-Braid. Or even like the timeout section in Radiant Silvergun that we just did. Or fuck it, we rock Thundercross 2. God game, I'm the only one who cares about this game. This game too, dude, Thundercross 2. So it's got a power-up system. Let me pull up some Fucking sick shit. The scoring run in this game, even though it's looping, so it kind of messes up with score. Upon elevator action returns is fucking sweet. Yeah, that's the thing that got me into shmups was Toho patterns. All right, I gotta. It's gotta be in one or two. This is two. Fucking all right. So Thundercross 2 has a fixed power up order, but you can like do suicides and like mess with things in order to get low rank optimal power setup, and it's cool as shit. It's so hard to find because it's random Japanese title I can't read. That's zeroing. I will find it. Because there's what you can do in that game is you basically it's going through and before you get the special power-ups, it's throwing you like option, speed up, a weapon, option, speed up weapon in a fixed order. You can if you destroy two sets of power-up carriers while you're on one option, instead of it giving you one of them, so it's like speed up is the next one, and then it would give you an option. If you wait for both of them to be alive, and then you kill both of them, you get like two speed ups instead of it progressing in the order. And what that ends up meaning is you can basically just power your normal shot while building options and building way more speed than you're actually intended to have while having the rank low because you didn't hit a certain power up that ups the rank. It's super cool. And there's a part where you can set up the triple speed up where you suicide. It's like I gotta find this shit. It's like the coolest thing. Thundercross 1, no. If you play just normally, you just like sit with your regular shot. Or you just sit with like damn. What happens when you hoard replays? You can't find the one. There's a segment where you suicide because multiple power-up carriers are there. You pick up like double option, and then you have a section where you blow up three power-up carriers at the same time. They all drop speed up because that's the next one in line. You now have like extra speed compared to what you're intended to have. The rank's low. You have a certain power-up level where you can't get certain power-ups before you've like maxed out your power because that's not how the order works. But because just fuck the order, you now get low rank power and it's awesome. Anyway, I give up. I can't find the replay. Thundercross 2, Rock Metal Black is number 2. Where is Zezex? Does Zezex have a different name? Different region? Orias? I've never heard of that. Alright, now we need Armed Police Gallop, or it's got Cosmic Cop. I don't remember which name is the JP one and which one's the. Then fuck it, we ball with Dead Moon. Boom, submit. We're set. That's our top 5. Alright. How do I get you out of here? So here's the plan now. We are just gonna chuck a credit at story mode and see what happens. So we beat the stage 4 route. We beat that pretty fast. The stage 4 route, it turns out it's more execution heavy, but it's not that much execution heavy, and when you beat it, you get so much weapon power, it's absurd. So we ended up getting through that. We got to the final boss with like we had like 30 Vulcan by the end. So now the plan is we're doing story mode runs. So story mode you would think is the casual mode. Thing is though, is this shit is like double in length. It's double in length of both of the arcade combined. It's like it's an hour and 15 minute if you actually once you see it. It's got extra bosses everywhere. You get power so much less. You get so much less power because you have so much time to score. I don't know any of the strats for any of the story mode bosses, so we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna run it. Well, the start should be... Let me know how that sound is. I always thought it's bizarre in this game how this art here, the like super robo art, is so vastly different than like the tone the game's going for. Alright, let's see if we can remember anything. See if we can actually do the sword right here. Nope, we can't. We missed the yellow. So what I'm really curious about is to see how our power level falls. We already have swords, so we don't need it there. I'm curious to see how far behind we fall in power level and if they compensate for that, or if shit's just hard. There's a chance that shit could just be hard. Because I think it's literally the same, like difficulty-wise. I don't think they make it easier just because it's story mode. I think this is consistent. We'll see if we get 100% demolition there. So by now, when we're doing a normal run, we're getting like 1 at 4. Oh, we did drop a yellow. Okay, that's about the same. I wonder if early on you build it normal, or if it just so... I don't think it's that. I watched like a really high scoring replay, and they had especially low weapon power. So I think there is some scaling with it. But I think learning this would be pretty fun, because like this might turn into one of my top games. Like when learning this game, I wasn't sure how I felt about this game. Once I got the route down though, I really, really like this game, like a whole lot. I think the static nature of it, I really like. The weapon power isn't as big of a deal as I thought it would be. I thought you'd have to be perfect, but you don't. Oh, we're behind now. Hopefully these two die and then we'll just spam this guy. I need to learn the strat where you sword through here just to see if it's more consistent, but this I find easy because at the bottom it like auto dodges everything. There's just that one wave you have to tap to the left for and you're fine. I think this one's consistent despite it looking harder. It is like it is a bit weird in like it's easy to run into stuff because you're looking upwards to make sure you're timing things right. It's easy to run into a wall when you're not looking at your ship itself. If we're on this side here, like right below it, you see that laser goes to the other side. We just have to worry about the side one. The side one eats your spreads, but with nothing else here, it doesn't matter. You got all the time in the world to deal with this. I saw you can Vulcan the sides here, but you get weapon bonus here, and it's... I find this easier. These behave kind of funky when I was first learning this game. Because when you initiate it, they start middle and then go out, and then they wave and wave. But they won't, like, track past the middle of them. So your, like, right laser can't, like, go any more left. But that makes it so a lot of the setups you do, it just automatically goes to the parts you want because of that. Whoa, we're at really good power. Yo, thanks for tuning in. See you later, dude. Yeah, gigabyte. So I think our power is either where we want it or slightly behind. Oh, we missed the dog on this one. My 1,000 points. My pixel of Vulcan power. All gone. I found this most consistent. This isn't like I've seen in the safety runs, but it just kills everything instantly. The scariest part of this is actually right here. Because it's really easy to accidentally hit a blue turret there. Ah. What sucks there is you lose your chain. There's so much right here. So we couldn't set any dip switches. You get way more lives in this version when you play story mode, I think. Because I've seen people with like 10 lives. But there wasn't a setting for it that I saw immediately. So far, everything seems like none of the stuff in the arcade versions changed. I don't know when they add new stuff, if it's in the end game or not. This could be a problem. I don't know if... Okay, that right one's dead. There's some flag you need to hit, either being like you're killing the two pods in front, and doing that is what causes this to be a safe spot. It's the two pods we lock on that like you have to kill, and that makes it consistent, but I don't know exactly why killing those two makes it. Let's remember, be up here. This is how you make this easier. You have to dodge those, and it's easy at time to kill. We want one blue. And we want all the yellows. We can't sword these yet because they're flying off screen. You'll accidentally sword one of the red enemies and break your chain. I think we got all of them. I remember if we got this secret dog here. We're gonna not hit the turret here because we've been killing it too early. It's safest to use this laser like this behind these lines. But I think what we've been doing is we're focused on getting these pellets and like dodging shit. I think we're hitting the main turret on accident too much. We're doing too much damage. Like that, you see we locked on there. It's way more important here to not die though. The tank always does these weapons in succession. Or like the beam direction at the same points. Okay, we got it here, and then we sword if we're about to die. Oh, we're fine. Do I need to dump sword at any point? I don't think I need to. I don't think we need to use the sword on the next stage. Oh, this is still all the arcade mode. Surprisingly, we only had the dialogue at the beginning. Messed up. We're like in a game over, not before we even get to the fucking... what do you call it? Uh-oh. Let's see how we get out of this pinch. The real problem is these lasers, actually. Let's bait them down and then move up. I think I should use, next time we mess with that, I think we used Vulcan, because our Vulcan was really low. I think we killed the mid-sized enemies too slow. Recover with the cool chain. One blue? Nope, we hit multiple blues. So we fucked up a lot, and that's what's causing this, our weapon value to be lower. So I don't got a good I don't got a good judge on what changes are made here. I think whatever the main cannon does is random, but you control entirely the positions of when all these turrets spawn. And since this is all pink bullets, you don't really care about it. Just every time you see a pink bullet, you take the opportunity to go and absorb. Let's not kill that one just yet. While everything's really easy, we're gonna take these walls out. Walls are the biggest problem when they're combined with the black hole turrets. Oh, I forgot. It's we haven't killed these yet. Luckily, they're alone, so we just kill them. This is what happens if you get sucked in black hole. You can't move at all. It's a real problem. We don't want any bar. We need to use sword if we get stage 2 next. Oh yeah, if I was like not a shmupper, I would have no idea where to even begin with this game. Like pre-shmups, you'd probably just boot this game up. Like, you try out all the weapons, you'd get fucked up early, and then it's like, oh, I guess that's I guess this shit's hard. This is new. That's your P2 ship. I don't know if you could get the yellow one somehow. But like before I knew shmups really, you would just try them, you'd die early, and I'd be like, man, I guess the people who are good at these have talent. When it's like, no, you just have to know how to learn them. That looked like one of the bosses on stage 4 route. I don't know anything about the story in this. Alright, we got this shit. I think we remember how to... Oh, we fucked up already. We saved it, but we're not gonna get as much. Hey, we remembered how to do it. Oh, we need to hold at the bottom. We're still on a yellow chain right now. Now we can kill these yellows. God, we have no weapon power. I still can't tell because we fucked up a lot. As you could tell by our life counter. Also, we're not getting anything. I haven't done this boss on low weapon power, so let's get swing left. Oh, this one's harder because the bottom sucks you in. Well, we always have the bomb here as backup. I think I'm just gonna try speed kill this side so we got room. I might die there. Oh, no continue? Holy shit. How does this... Oh no, does this save your level? Is that how it works? Oh, that's probably why. To do the Eartheon thing. Where you save them. Like if you were to go story... Oh god, watch, I bet this like starts you back again and then you start the very first stage again with maximum power level. Yeah, we're not actually gonna do this, but I do want to see how fast the first boss dies when you have a stupid amount of power level. Like, look how fast that shit died. You know too, I've seen in some of the like optimal routes, they'll put auto fire on the buttons. Because if you hold down the button, look what happens here. If you tap it, you get this, so you have more control over it. Same thing with like this. But the thing is if you auto fire single taps, you do way more damage. Or auto fire these taps. Like how fast does... How fast does this just die? That died before it could even finish. If I was to do a story mode run, the move would be to do this shit. Do score attacks so you have no save. You would just go into it like that. Yeah, there's some Silvergun. We got the stage 4 route a lot faster than I thought. We only had 2 deaths, I think. And what is the next move now? I'm either gonna get better at this to where I want to go through this and find the absolute like Omega consistency stuff. I want to see like how easy you can make this game by doing like only the chain that matters, and then the rest of it you just be shooting everything. I want to see if that's easier or harder or than doing like the routes we've been doing. And I'll probably make video on that if that's interesting at all. Next up, I kinda... Oh, that's not lowering it for me, just stream. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm messing around with Diojo for 2-all. That's gonna be a while though, because I wanted to do DDP 2-all and then I gave up on it. So we're doing Diojo 2-all. Maybe we do Mushi Maniac or we do Mushi Futari Original. I don't know, there's so many games we could do. There's Ikaruga. I'm really close to like I learned the survival route on Ikaruga, and it just annihilates the first 3 stages, and then stage 4 is mad hard still. I still gotta learn that one good. I was trying to learn the pacifist strats just to try to cheese it, and it's still too hard. You gotta just learn how to actually do it. I'm like, that might be cool. But yeah, we're gonna stop it there. Thanks everybody tuning in. Good luck on all your